2 years after I met Coach Bennett, 2 years after I went up that hill, I am still a runner, and I still love it. And as you can see, I'm even wearing running clothes right now because I was bringing this camera and all this gear out here because it's just a beautiful, beautiful park. But what better way to experience a beautiful park than going for a run? And after I'm finished talking to you guys, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I usually run 2 to 3 times a week now. Usually once on Tuesday morning, maybe that's a speed run. Once on Thursday morning, which is usually a shorter, easy run. And usually once on a Sunday, which is a longer run. Occasionally I'll venture to a new trail or see a new park or just go for a run with friends. And I just want to briefly talk about the major benefits that I've noticed from running. The first thing is cardiovascular fitness, and you would be surprised where this improved cardiovascular fitness comes in. Of course, I can run longer. Of course, I can go for walks and do better. But lifting weights at the gym, I actually don't get tired as quickly. I used to think, it's because my muscles are just tired. But no, there's some cardiovascular fitness that plays a role when you're lifting weights. So I was able to lift more weights in the gym from running. But that improvement came in the first 30 days. The more important improvement and the more powerful improvement, and the whole reason I'm making this video, is because of the other changes that came 2 years after I started running. I have improved awareness of my thoughts. My mental toughness has skyrocketed. I have more discipline with waking up, studying, and working, if you call it work, which is this YouTube channel. I get to hang out with other runners, and now I know what the word fartlek means. But I want to focus on the mental toughness part for just a little bit, because it's such an important part of why running is amazing. I was on a particularly hard run one day on the scorching streets of Philadelphia, and I was ready to quit. But Coach Bennett, as if he magically read my mind, which he often does, said, "You know what, listen, suck happens. But when suck happens, when you push through the suck, that's where change happens.
Okay, sucks happen. This is sucks happen to me right now. The thing that I'm gonna do is this. Okay, I'm ready to face all the sucks that happen in America's Hollywood industry. I'm gonna try to make things no, it's not better. I just try. Okay, maybe this. Okay, and I will show you something. The machine that was invented first, this one, this thing, can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? See me? Here. So we're gonna try this and this. First one, hit the cell phone with your hand. The hand that you like, put one side and play the ball like this. Yeah. Okay, and I will read the content from Dr. Sack first before we will move to the second machine that was invented after that. He said yesterday about the 7 life lessons that I learned. So today is gonna be the 4th topic of his 7 life lessons that he learned from Philadelphia Faculty of Medicine. 4th, think long term. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 20 years. Bill Gates. This is why I gave myself a 2-year challenge. Make 1 video a week for 2 years to make at least 100 videos. There is public, I have to do it. I fall into the trap often of worrying about the score. For example, sometimes when I am at the gym, I just can't lift as much. There is no rhyme or reason to it. I just can't lift as much as I usually do. I think, am I doing something wrong? Why aren't I improving? I make sure to just keep showing up. And you know what? If I look back a year ago or 2 years ago, I am definitely doing more. I am definitely getting stronger even if I don't see immediate results. Keep showing up. Stanford did an experiment in the 70s where they sat a child down in a room and presented a marshmallow. The researcher then said they were going to leave the room and the child could eat the marshmallow if he wanted. But if the child waited for the researcher to come back, the kid would be rewarded with another marshmallow. So there was one set of children that waited and received 2 marshmallows, and another set of children that didn't wait and ate 1. All the children in the study were then followed over many years. It was found that the kids that waited were shown to have better life outcomes measured by SAT scores, BMI, and educational level. Suppose was hanging on by a string many times. At one point, Tony had to sell his penthouse in order to keep Suppose alive. Tony thought in the long term though. He believed in Suppose. Be patient and think long term. The players with the most stamina and focus usually win. 5th, reputation is vital. A good reputation is more important than money, especially in the long term. Warren Buffett, Richard Branson, and Henry Ford all emphasize the importance of reputation. It is fairly easy to think of public figures who have messed up their career by pulling a smart stunt. All these people had their lives set on a goal and I'm sure worked extremely hard to get to where they were. However, a bad choice showed me the true character. Now I can't follow them anymore. I don't trust them. I don't believe in them. They ruined their reputation. They lost their career. Zappos is built on a good reputation. Tony Hirsch emphasizes reputation so much that when a third-party shipper could not deliver, pun intended, he, with the help of his team, developed his own shipping warehouse. Customers come first, +1 for the Zappos reputation. After a night of drinking, Tony Hirsch was out with a couple of friends and ended up in a hotel room in Santa Monica. One of his friends from Skechers wanted pizza, but the hotel was no longer delivering room service because it was too late at night, so the Skechers people called Zappos as a joke. I thought the customer service representative would quickly hang up. I was wrong. The representative described where to find some pepperoni pizza, laying out the 5 closest places that still delivered pizza. But now, if everyone called and asked for pizza, the cost of Zappos would be immense, but very few people actually call for pizza. So I will show you the second invention that came and invented after the cell phone is this. the CD, DVD, and the Blu-ray. So I will try to play it with the ball by putting my index finger into the middle hole of the CD like this and play football. No, it play ping pong ball. Fail. Actually fail. First time. Okay. Good job. Okay. And if I try to do like this, or use this side, and the last one, before I show you, I want to read Dr. Zach Kiley's assignment for me on his website, and you can try to check it out also. 6. Never stop learning. Every support employee has to go through a rigorous training period. In fact, Tony Hirsch emphasized the importance of the training so much that if people don't like it and don't want to do it anymore, he pays them to quit. If you quit today, we will pay you for the amount of time you had worked, plus a $2,000 bonus. Tony Hirsch. How many take that option? Tony says less than 1%. There is a required reading list of the employees as the boss. There is a library as the boss. There are classes as the boss, all for free, all for employees just so they can improve themselves. The founder of the boss didn't stop at his first venture, a worm farm which failed miserably. He continued to learn. He continued to try new things. The worm farm was not a failure, it was a lesson. Tony didn't think, creating businesses is not for me. I think I will quit forever. No, he kept going. He saw buttons, advertisements, pizza, and finally shoes. Tony Hirsch never stopped learning. I love this mindset because it encourages me to continue to try new things. I often fail, but every failure teaches me something new. So the last one that I'm gonna try to use to play a ping pong ball with me today is this one. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay. This one. Okay, see you next time. Good luck, everyone. Have a safe trip and have a safe flight to home.